It's being hailed as the most important meeting for the planet ever. But will the COP21 climate change meeting in Paris be a trailblazer, or well, a cop-out? First, just what is COP? It stands for Conference of Parties, and it's been a UN-run initiative that's been around since 1995. So far, it consisted of countries getting together, vowing to fight climate change, and then, for the most part, watering down their commitments. So will this year's meeting be any different? It is set to be the biggest ever. Representatives from 190 countries will be attending, and the UN says it wants to achieve a legally binding commitment to keep global warming below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. Why 2 degrees? Because many scientists believe that's the threshold beyond which the damage to our planet would become irreversible. So are governments ready this time around? The world's 2 biggest CO2 emitters certainly appear to have jumped on board. In June, China, which accounts for 30% of the world's greenhouse gas emissions, submitted a carbon-cutting plan to the UN, aiming to cut its emission per unit of GDP by 60 to 65% from 2005 levels. It's also aiming to have 20% of its energy consumption come from non-fossil fuels resources by 2030. And the second worst emitter in the world, the United States, is also taking steps. In August, President Obama announced actions to bring energy efficiency to households, with among other things a $1 billion fund available for loans to invest in energy projects. He's also emphasized the need for better policy while visiting Alaska and the Arctic Pole.
And the fact is that climate is changing faster than our efforts to address it. That, ladies and gentlemen, must change.
Hopes are that this type of commitments will encourage others. After all, the stakes are high, with many experts warning a 2 degrees increase is already too much and will result in more weather-related disasters, more displacements, and some islands being wiped off the world map.